This place is nice.
I have the perfect mission for you, my doting vassal. You'll love it almost as much as me. I have decreed happiness, but not all of my kin share my breezy disposition, and it's putting a damper on my festivities. I won't have my fun ruined by these grumpy grumps. I need a champion to enforce my royally mandated cheerfulness. If these treasonous malcontents insist on harboring sticks firmly in their hindquarters, then they can at least have the decency to keep them in bloom. Ha ha! Ha! Find the grumps in my domain and pelt them with these enchanted petals until morale improves! I want you to have those grumps in stitches, one way or another! Oh, impersonating? Don't you recognize your perfectly adorable High Lady of Elven Grace? So I am! Some fiendish festival hex, no doubt. Oh, my poor glowing complexion. I suppose I'll just have to make the most of these rippling muscles and incredible tolerance for wine. This is a holiday about not taking anything too seriously, even royalty. It comes more naturally to some than others, so we silly celebrators often have to give them a nudge. These holdouts will find it hard to be serious, plastered in flowers. Ha ha! I don't know that there are any true stories behind the Jester's Festival. Some say it happens because Sheogorath turned the whole world mad. Others say it sprung from Myr wanting to know what it's like to live like men. Who really knows?
A festival for jesters, and the only fools I see are those in the audience. Don't these idiots know how to indulge?
What do you say we try some of the local fare? I'm famished.
not in the mood for annoyances.
Speak very slowly. I have to go. If I'm late again, Malingway threatened to throw me into the cave. I'll talk to you later, Baham.
Why do I even waste my time on you? Pathetic!
When you accept that your race is worthless, then we can use you.
You will never be worthy to serve the Thalmor, fool. They only sent you here to waste our time, not to train you.
I can't believe I have to put up with scum like you.
I have to go. If I'm late again, Malingway threatened to throw me into the cave. I'll talk to you later.
the inn.
My champion of cheer returns! Have you vanquished the stubborn seriousness in my land? Ooh, delightful! It's so much nicer to rule a kingdom of happy subjects, don't you think? Well, I'm just exhausted from all this dreadful ruling. Our show will be moving on soon. Perhaps you'd like to continue your mission of merriment as part of our entourage. Oh, just a little jaunt over to Daggerfall for some mischief. Poor Emmerich had such grand plans for today, but his dour queen will surely have something to say about that. I'm certain he'll seek out a champion after we arrive. You should volunteer! That's all for today, champion, but rest assured that your queen will call upon you again tomorrow. Oh, impersonating? Don't you recognize your perfectly adorable high lady? So I am! Some fiendish festival hex, no doubt. Oh, my poor glowing complexion. I suppose I'll just have to make the most of these rippling muscles and incredible tolerance for wine. Woohoo!
Ah, you here to enjoy the hilarity provided by that King Emmerich? Between the two of us, I wish I could say their dribble improves with copious intoxicants, but it hasn't so far. What would you say to helping me bring in some new talent? Well, jokes about swines and passing wind don't count as entertainment. Not for a whole festival. We need music, dancing, something raucous. Oh! I have the perfect minstrels in mind. If you handle recruitment, I'll prepare the stage. Unfortunately, my talents are better served here. These minstrels are worth your effort, though. Their music is out of this realm. And I always pay those who help me make Tamriel more decadent. So, will you help me improve this dreary festival? Take these. That's a list of exclusive vintages, along with directions to where I left them, and a rune of compulsion. Gather the wine, and then you can summon and corral these fiery musicians. Go! Bring us music! Tell you what, you seem like a trustworthy friend. The secret is that my minstrels hail from places more exotic than anywhere on Nirn. You can't court these extraordinary performers with anything but the most exquisite treats and outstanding wine. They're Daedra. Summoning Daedra is dangerous, but when placated with their favorite drink, these Daedra always behave. They've seen what happens if they don't. Plus, and this is important, our rejuvenated celebration is worth the risk. Trust me. Ugh, regular minstrels. This is the Jester's Festival. We can't praise the great cheese prince with a fool who strums in a tavern every other day. We need something spectacular. I'd say this crowd deserves that, don't you? The rune is a precaution, nothing more. These minstrels are a spirited bunch. It's not unlikely that they'll challenge you on sight. I prefer to keep my friends whole, especially when they're assisting me in such a noble pursuit. Safe? This celebration is about to kill its own attendants with mediocrity. Trust me, friend. These minstrels won't attack while the Rune of Compulsion has a hold on them. And the specific vintages I've listed will calm them down. I arrived anticipating jolly conviviality. Imagine my disappointment when the only thing on offer was this. Hearing the same jokes repeatedly and watching people dance without music is sad. As an expert on merriment, this must not stand. I knew you were a kindred spirit. Listen, hear that? That's the sound of guests incorrectly thinking they're having a good time. Recruit our performers of mellifluous honor. Let's show these drunkards what they've been missing! Tell you what, you seem like a trustworthy friend. The secret is that my minstrels hail from places more exotic than anywhere on Nirn. You can't court these extraordinary performers with anything but the most exquisite treats and outstanding wine.
neck is most skinny for a ruler.
Oh no! Is that concerning?
Crowned heads are known for their heaviness. Yoren's especially. He knows the secret to a long rule is a strong neck.
You must be the celebrant Irene was going on about. I could certainly use some of your acclaimed good cheer. My superstitious queen has confiscated my array of royal magisters. The only illusionary dazzlers fit for a king. I can't impress my subjects with just any common prestidigitation. It would be trivial to whip up more with the right ingredients. There are some, local attractions that should have what I'm looking for, but they're no place for royalty. If you would risk venturing out on my behalf, I'll ensure you play a key role in today's festivities. Good luck finding everything on my list. I don't know that we've ever had a fatality at the Jester's Festival, but if you are the first, I'll make sure your name lives on in appropriate ignominy. You've never seen an illusion dazzler? You're in for a treat. They're the pinnacle of awe-inspiring emanations. Radiant in color, resonant in percussion, slightly malodorous, and only harmful under the most ill-thought-out circumstances. Now there's a foolish question for the ages. You're getting good at this. There are more inventive originations of the Jester's Festival than flies in Black Marsh, and bred twice as fast. I'd wager it ties closely to the discovery of drinking. My dear Maria clings terribly to her people's mistrust of magic almost as much as her natural severity. And sword. She seems to think that setting off hundreds of flashy magical projections in the city would be a public menace. Silly, isn't it?
watching. You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
citizens, your courage and loyalty are legendary.
Thwarted by my own queen in front of the other royalty. Aha! The day is saved! No one will question who wears the crown in my court after this. I promised you a key role in the festivities today, and I am a man of my word. I hereby entrust you with the honor of putting my royal prowess on display. Take my illusion dazzlers to some suitably crowded locations in the city, and give them a good shake and toss. My majestic creations will do the rest. Perfect. Give me a moment to work my magic, and I'll have you on your way with the finest flashing flourishes in the land. Stand back, and let your majesty make magic. A pinch of this, a dash of that. Give it a shake. Voila! Your dazzlers, my faithful subject.
The hero of Daggerfall. I'm honored.
Let's ride!
Honor and steel! What do you want? another.
This one has forged a humorousness for you, fair queen.
Oh, my. You shouldn't have. Let's hear it.
What do you call a...
I thought I heard the raucous cheers and playful pops of my handiwork echoing throughout the city. Tell me it was more than my imagination. Well, of course. In my experience, my loyal subjects adore being showered in the affections of their king. Oh, don't share that with the queen. I'd say our work here is done. There are other kingdoms in desperate need of our merrymaking talents, and I won't be one to let them down. Off to Ebernhard for a royal roast. There's only one thing I trust Yoren's expertise in, and that's eating. You should join us as a guest of honor. Best not to be found conspiring against my wife anymore today. Easier to deny having ever met you when you're not standing right there, you understand. But if she happens to... Afraid? Why, I'm not afraid. I'm the king. Keeping my politically expedient queen happy is my duty as a devoted husband. And good diplomacy. But if you happen to see my lovely Maria with her sword, give a whistle, would you? Oh, my simple servant. I'm simply dressed for the occasion. Though I don't know why I didn't think to disguise myself sooner. I'd never have to worry about my wife finding me if I were an Argonian or something. Oh, so we start a rumor that I'm actually an Argonian to throw her off my trail. That's much simpler. Brilliant idea. Glad I thought of it.
Queen killed the Duke. Strong, decisive. I like that.
Here's a place I can really get some study done. Or killed. Either, really.
Hey you! Interested in some real Jester's Festival fun?
See for yourself, my friend. The stage is set. The oblivious inebriates are gathered in befuddled groups, and the minstrels are so warmed up they're practically cooked. Time has come for merriment. Our beautiful beastly bards stand at the ready. All they need to launch into a mind-melting performance, which will be to die for, is the signal. Can you feel it? The anticipation of a grand time? The festivities that await us? The only appropriate way to start boisterous music, of course, is with a clamorous note to kick things off. Now, where is... Ah! That bell over there. That should do it. Ring the bell, stand back, and enjoy the show. Why not? I had the idea, the contacts, the plan, and I set the stage. But you fought off hordes of monsters who eschewed our festivities. You gathered our talent. If anyone here should ring the bell, it is you, my friend.
Do you know the trouble with Morrowind feasts?
All the poisonings?
No, besides that.
The squishy bug glop?
Yes, but...
The long, silent glowering?
Everything comes out smoked. But seriously, they really are terrible, aren't they?
That was incredible! I'm sure you've faced many foes in your time, friend, but nothing is more threatening than mediocre festivities. Even the minstrels were smiling, or as much as they ever smile. Difficult to please, that bunch. Indeed! Wasn't it fantastic? Those minstrels really rose to the occasion. Please, take this as my thanks and stop back anytime. A performance of that caliber demands an encore. Look at these misguided fools. They'll forget this happened as soon as the hangovers kick them in their skulls. But for now, they're having the best Jester's Festival ever. They can't stop applauding. I should probably look into that. I think we can both agree that a disaster like this festival is a singular affair. But no, I often add some merriment to many a celebration. Weddings can get particularly boisterous when I'm involved. I am a simple connoisseur of all that is frivolous and fun. I've had a hand in many an outrageous gathering. Ball of the Scald King, the Wake of the Last Sybil. Oh, the House of DeBella was livid when they remembered that one. That's a complicated question. All of them, if you want to get technical about it. Everyone wants the best for their big day, and many would say that I'm the best. They're right, of course. Steffi's celebrations can lose their patina after a while. Luckily, folk like you and I come along to help keep things interesting. One day, you may understand just how much a compliment like that means coming from a person like me.
His meatiness Scald King Yoren recognizes your flashiness from his visit to Daggerfall. What other tricks do you have up your sleeves, this one wonders? Just so. I am heartsick without my betrothed. What good is all this food and drink without the one you love to pick it from your teeth? But I am forbidden to see my bride-to-be until the day of our vowels. Free her from her minders, so we may grow fat together. Take a token of my love, the sickly sweet brownish flesh of mud crab apples, and she will know I sent you. The guard cannot know their king bade the absencing of his bride. Use cautiousness. This one's overlarge heart tramples in anticipation of seeing his bride-to-be. Not many have a taste for mud crab apples. But this one knows they are my sweet's favored sweetness. Her minders do not let her indulge in them freely, and it is Yoren's promise that she will eat as many as she likes when we are married. Do not let this one's joviality deceive you into believing that Yoren is elsewhere. Before you is the fearsome masher of mare, and words you have heard in song, and the tiny screams of scared mice. Though the heart of a cinch tiger roars within my chest, this one cannot claim to be one of those noble beasts. Yoren's habit of lying naked in the sun does not help his case, he knows. But he assures you, he is sadly a man.
Help out a poor soul.
Vivek, curse you, thief.
Hey, switch! What are you doing over there?
This fetcher broke the law.
Hey, where's my pig? Who took my pig?
What do you want?
Oh! You have brought Yoren his bride-to-be! Or does this one's eyes deceive him? He is... Ah! She is tasteful, is she not? I could just eat her up. Much better. Your heroics have stirred my spirits. I must savor these tenderest moments, rare as they are. Today has seen enough boorish crime. You've earned your swill, so drink your fill. And leave my bride and I to some private time, hmm? It's true her meatiness rivals that of Yoren, but his only complaint is that his bride-to-be snores so much. She is warm on the cold East March night, and never complains of crumbs in the bed. No other like her within my reach.